Hello to other parts of Spyro Reignited 3. This time we are doing the Speedways. Yes, we are finally getting straight onto that. So, not many Speedways this time. Considering we only have like 4 home worlds, that means we only have 4 Speedways. Which is fine, we don't want that many. So first off is Mushroom Speedway, which I honestly think is the most well-known of all the Speedways. Everybody knows what Mushroom Speedway is like, so here we go, Sparx. Yep, they're all new lines. By the way, time text first. So, yeah, that's the same voice actor for Sparx from the original games. Even though they could have gotten anyone to go, I can't do it myself because I suck at this, but, they could have gotten anyone to really make that voice, or they could have gotten a fucking kazoo and maybe, like, edit a little bit to make it sound like it. Because all he's doing is going, it's not that hard to do, really. But, yeah, for the most part, Sparx is going to be talking to us, giving us hints before we do the time attacks and such. We don't really need him, though, because I have a fairly good remembrance of what we have to do here. Not perfect, though, but I will go ahead and, like, try to do it like the actual speedrunners do, which, I did mess up a little bit, I believe, but I'm going my own way, really. And hey, we did it. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. Under a minute. And we get an egg. There are 3 eggs. 1 doing the time attack, 1 doing the race, and 1 from Hunter, who is hidden here. The next one is the butterflies. Okay, so we have to go through every ring. If we miss one, we fail. And also, we have to get first. If we don't get first, we fail. There are 2 power-ups here. 1 will boost us, the blue star, and 1 will let us shoot out a ball at our enemies, which will home in on them, which is a red star. We can also flame into them in order to slow them down. Of course, to get the achievements here, we actually have to go and do something with all the shit. Like, for instance, go through a certain amount of these blue stars in 1 race, which I just did. Another one is shooting a certain amount of times the red stars, and there's 1 weird one which requires Hunter, which is the only time we ever actually have to use Hunter in order to get an achievement for any of these speedways, really. Every other thing requires the stars, so for the first and third race, focus on blue stars. For the second race, try to get every red star and shoot out every time. And yeah, then the 4th race, go see Hunter. That's it. So yeah, pretty easy achievements here. And really for the most part, that should be it, but it's not, because obviously we have 1 more thing to do after the Speedways. But right now, the Speedways takes a precedence because, well, we gotta do the Speedways, and they are, like, in all opinion, the most fun of all of this shit. I mean, compared to a whole lot of this other crap, the Speedways really are the most enjoyable compared to anything else. Like, the levels themselves, they have their moments, and, time attack's great too, but the races, eh. But really, this shit here, the Speedways are always fun. It's just that I suck at them, really. Back time attack, please. Now, he is kind of talking. He's doing a Kenny. But, yeah, it's just buzzing for the most part. But the tonage makes it sound like he's saying something. Anyway, now it's time to go fight Hunter, which the best time to do it is when you're in time attack after beating time attack. Now, Hunter is inside the biggest, weirdest mushroom. Yes, that one right there, in fact. Go over to it. Hunter is right inside. Talk to him for a minigame.
Whoa! A bunch of sheep and flying saucers just came out of nowhere and started blasting up the race course. Looks like I'll have to hop in my plane and teach him some manners.
Go for it.
Look out, sheep! Here I come!
Okay, so here's the thing. You can't touch the sheep. You can't get shot by the sheep. If you get shot once, you die. And there's 7 of them. So, a little annoying, because the sheep can be very annoying. Sometimes you can't even see their fucking shots. But, yeah, just keep shooting. Don't stop shooting. The noise gets annoying, but just keep fucking shooting. Don't let go. Eventually, you'll kill them all as long as you keep your distance, shoot them from the front or as quickly as possible, and not die. If you do die, you have to redo the entire bit again, so yeah.
Woohoo! Check it out. The squad leader had abducted this egg.
There you go. So, we got Tater. Nice. And that's it for the Speedway of Mushroom Speedway. Just 1 down, 3 more to go. Let's leave. No, we won't, because we're not coming back here. We are done with Mushroom Speedway. We are now moving on to the next Speedway, which is in the next homeworld, which is right over here. It is Country Speedway. So, Country Speedway is more memorable for its race, because it is the most interesting race. There's also its challenge, which ain't that fun. Time attack first, obviously. Well, I always go rings because, you know, they're always the easiest ones to take care of first. But yeah, the order here is that even though the tractors go next, I actually go backwards. The reason I do this is because sort of chasing them is a pain in the ass, but if you go against them, I mean, look at that. And then, you know, you take care of all these assholes, and, you know, once they're all taken care of, then you take care of the planes. Sounds easy enough, really. Anyway, the planes all come out from around here, so yeah, just take care of them, and that should do it. That's time attack for this area. It's okay, I guess. But the main thing here is the race, which is kind of the longest, not really, but it's definitely the most memorable of all the races in these Speedway races. So let's go ahead and do it. Why was an egg for sale? Why would they put a dragon egg for sale? What the fuck's wrong with you? Biplanes. Okay, so this one. We have to shoot a good amount of those red stars in order to get the achievement for this one. And, yeah, the problem here is In the original, this was kind of fun because your movement of flight was very, like, immediate. Like, when you turn, you are turning tight. But now when you turn, you veer. You fucking, like, curve. You don't just go straight. The problem is that Country Speedway was kind of made with the intent that you would have this straight movement. So by curving it, it makes getting a lot of these stars a lot harder than you fucking think. Yeah, it kind of fucks up this entire race here. And makes it much harder than it actually is. So yeah, it kind of makes this race memorable for the wrong reasons, because now you're remembering it because of all of these stars that have been everywhere, all spread out in the whole fuck ton of ways, and a good bit of them you cannot get because the terrain is so fucked, so bad, that you will guarantee miss some of these because you don't turn fast enough, you don't go up or down fast enough. You don't go left and right good enough. You keep a momentum going with your turns. And the momentum actually screws you more than helps you. So yeah, it just feels like ice picks in the air. It's not fun. That's what you have to deal with now. This is your fucking life, these races, unfortunately. Luckily, when you get past this one, that takes care of essentially one of the most difficult ones, really. The last two, the other half, aren't that bad. The last race might be a pain in the ass. I don't think it should, though. But yeah, this one is. And yeah, this is one of the stars where, seriously, you can't get it. Like, you curve so badly that some of these stars, like that one right under there at the barnyard that I tried to get but I couldn't. Yeah, it's just fucked. So, unfortunately, movement here is just screwed. And, again, this level is based solely on the jagged movement from the original. And yeah, there's Shemp. Not Dr. Shemp, but it is a Shemp. And now it's time for Hunter. Back time attack. I'm not going for a new record. There's no point in doing that. I'm going to see Hunter, who is inside this nice big barn house here. And his thing sucks. It's just shit.
You're not gonna believe this, but there are sheep saucers and space cows all over this place. We gotta stop them before they abduct somebody. I'm gonna strap on my jetpack and blast some space cows.
Alright.
Look out, cows! Here I come!
Okay, so yes, it's a rail shooter bit. Hunter just moves around in a rather jagged, shitty way. It's not good. Your shots aren't actually centered to where you're aiming. In fact, it's honestly a lot more off than you think. It makes aiming precisely a pain in the ass. And yeah, you just kind of slowly aim, making sure to hit them before you get close enough to where they start shooting the hostages. Because if one hostage gets shot, it's game over. You have to redo the whole entire thing. If one UFO runs away, you know, same deal. But the problem is, you know, you're trying to aim and you can't because the movement's so fucked and, you know. Yeah, it's just... It's a shitty Hunter challenge and... You kind of want to get out of the way just because of how bad it is. And there you go. You know, I took care of them all, so now it's time to get our egg. Fuck this challenge, it sucks. It's just boring and crap and really badly made. Come on, there's the last one. Shoot him and it's over. Fuck's sake.
We got the last one just before he abducted this egg.
Yeah, there you go. We got Roberto, and now we can leave the Speedway, which means we have 2 left. So yeah, that's good. I'm leaving. Anyway, now we're going into Honey Speedway. This has the most unique design out of all of these. It's the most, well, cool of all the speedways. Because it's literally just a giant fucking honeycomb. And there's like a river of honey and everything. It's awesome. But the challenges here are not that great. Well, the time attack. So yeah, the rings now honeycombs. They're pretty much the same as always though. And yeah, here's what I do though. Get the rings done, take care of these guys next. You're supposed to do them last, do them next. Take care of all of them. Don't touch the water. It's very easy to get stuck in the water. I'm not joking. It's kind of insulting how easily you can get attached to it. Okay, then turn around when you can. Again, the movement's a bit fucked, but then go inside of these honeycombs. And, you know, once take care of going through all these openings and getting that out of the way, then take care of the bees on their flowers, and yeah, and then that's it. I mean, yeah, you could have, you know, gone through these and then, you know, the bees and then the fucking boat guys. The reason I went this way, though, is because, well, the boat guy is the most annoying to get because the fucking river of honey. And honestly, it's just better for me because I don't want to deal with it. And, you know, it just feels more right to me. It doesn't feel right to you. You'll obviously find a better way than doing what I did here, but for me, this is fine. And there you go. So that's that time attack. Now we get an egg. So let's go ahead and get the egg. Huzzah! Now it's time to do the race against the bees. Let's try and kick some bee ass. Okay, so this one's all about going through a whole bunch of blue stars. Problem, some of these blue stars are in spots where the hit detection on some of these areas are, how should I say this? They're not really well made. There are some, I don't want to say leftover, but there are some invisible walls on some of these spots, and it's kind of not noticeable, but easy to hit them. And the blue stars are kind of close to them. Yeah, be careful around here, especially when you're going traversing through the fucking flowers down there. And yeah, that's about it, really. Outside of that, the movement here is, again, more suited for the immediate turns and not this, like, fucking sliding around turning. Which makes going for some of these blue rings that you would obviously get in the original kind of impossible now because of just how fucked it is. It's not good turning. You'd think Spyro would be a bit more better if he's turning with his momentum here, but no. He just slides. And it's just... They went backwards, man. They went backwards on the ice and the fucking swimming and flying. Like the ice, you are getting no physics on really, but swimming and flying, oh, the physics are all there, guys. They're all fucking there. And you're gonna just sit there and you're gonna suck your own dick about it because fuck you, we're not going to fix it. We're gonna keep this stupid floaty bullshit of sliding about when you're flying and swimming on the ice. Oh, you're like fucking slipping on glue, man. You'll be stuck there. Okay? No slipping for you on the ice, but fuck you if you're swimming and flying, dude. I just want to get that out of the way because this does annoy me a little bit. It felt better. It felt more right and more accurate the way it was in the original with this shit. Also, I just hate ice physics. And, you know, at least on ice, it makes sense. So flying and swimming, I shouldn't be getting any fucking ice physics. But instead, I'm fucking sliding about like I'm on ice. Like, fuck me. Anyway, take care of the bullshit because the bees here are pretty easy. All the AI here for racing is easy. Just hit the blue rings and, you know, don't be a fucking moron, you'll win. Like so. Oh man, he said Dumblebees! Ha ha! What a fucking comedian! Give a round of applause to Sparx, everybody. Okay, now it's time to go see Hunter. So time attack. Okay, so with this one, Hunter is just there by the temple here. So
Look out, Spyro. There's a really big sheep UFO around here, and it's trying to get me. I snatched up a dragon egg it was trying to abduct, and now it wants revenge. You wait here, I'll lure the UFO down the river of honey.
alright.
Okay, here I go.
Okay, so this is the second worst one. Because all you can do is move left and right while you just keep jumping. The jumps are weird. The movement's weird. The objects here are bullshit to dodge for the most part sometimes. And, yeah, you just kind of have to loop around twice and eventually the bastard behind you will die. However, if you hit a few things, just a few, you lose. So, you know, if you touch about, like, what, 4 or 5 things, you lose. So, you kind of have to dodge for a good while, you know. And they add a lot of stuff at you, and, you know, it gets a bit annoying and tedious. And yeah, it just keeps going on like this until eventually, out of nowhere, this happens. And there you go.
Ah, did you see that? Nobody outraces a cheetah. And look, I didn't even drop the egg.
Well, that's good. You dropped the fucking egg! Anyway. We're leaving, Sparx. Well, we'll be having one more time of fun with Harbor Speedway, the final speedway of Spyro 3, and also of the trilogy. So, Harbor Speedway is shit. It's just bland. Very bland. It has maybe the hardest of all the races, and, you know, it might have a decent fucking time attack, but it's just kind of... Watch out for those blue-footed boobies, guys. Time attack. Yep, there are no rings this time, but the arches have returned. Yes, the arches from Spyro 1 have returned. No number to them, but they act the same as normal arches, where you go under them and they kind of explode. Pretty simple, honestly. But yeah, you just gotta deal with this shit the entire time, and that's the entire challenge. The seagulls here are a little weird. You're not supposed to go into the arches. I went ahead and did this instead. Don't question why. Just let me do my thing, and no one gets hurt. So yeah, I just kind of keep doing it like this. You see, just like the arches. And yeah, that is essentially how I roll with this fucking time attack. So yeah, nothing with the race for an achievement though. For the race, we have to go, well, for the achievement here, we have to go see Hunter. So I kind of forgot about that, and I did pause in the middle of the race at one point. But don't worry, I will fix that shit soon. Right now though, I'm just going to go ahead, run across them here, take care of all the enemies here, and there you go. Done. Time attacks are all completed now, and now we can move on. Here's your egg. Only a handful, huh? Well, I guess we just did a Kobe on their asses, eh? Haha! Do the race. Okay, so the race. It's just... It's an okay race, I guess. Very straightforward. Not much added to this one. Like, a few stars have weird positioning, but otherwise, it's fine. You kind of have to take the stars, though, because all the other opponents will as well, so... You kind of have to, like, you know, not miss any stars, almost. But yeah, that's about the gist of it, really. I guess of Harbor Speedway, its most memorable feature is its song. Because it's one of those songs from the soundtrack of Spyro 3 that is, like, the most well-known of the game. That people like a lot. It's a good tune. I will say that much. But yeah, the soundtrack of all three of these, by the way, with the remastered stuff, I think the soundtrack, for the most part, of the remaster has been good. They've been able to, you know, have their nice little change of things. My only gripe is that they decide to soften down. Make every song an ambient song. And I mean, there is some ambient music, but they shouldn't make every song ambient. But they kind of did here. So you end up with a lot of songs where the sounds are just like very silent. Like, there's the pause, by the way. They make some of the sounds, some of the instruments, like, really behind, like, one other instrument, one other loop. And it kind of gets rid of the effects that the original song had. From what I remember, a lot of people, I'm not kidding, a lot of people decide to go and just take the original, because you can switch between the remastered and the original songs. Take the original and just have that, and tell the remastered songs to go fuck themselves. I gave it a chance. I think it's fine, but that's just my opinion. You will most likely enjoy the original songs a lot more than the remaster, so, you know, choose your pick. And there you go, that's all the race is done too. Here's your egg for that. Really now? Well, we got Jesse, and now we can go and see Hunter for our final challenge. I'm not being the course record, Sparx. Okay, so inside the lighthouse here is Hunter. Now you might be thinking to go inside that door there because it's open. There's a room in there. The room is empty and there's no point being in here. But don't worry, Hunter is in here. He's just one floor below you. So yeah, just go see him now and get your achievement and do the thing.
Where do these flying sheep saucers keep coming from? I just saw another one grab an egg and fly off. This one's super fast, but his saucer is damaged and it's leaving smoke rings. I think I can keep up with them as long as I can make it through those rings. I'm gonna chase him down.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so yeah, this one, you just kind of follow behind the rings of the asshole and that's it. But as you continue on through this, eventually, you will literally get so close to the ass of the fucking UFO that This one's just stupid. It works and it's a fun idea, but it's just executed so fucking dumb. All of Hunter's challenges in these speedways are just dumb. Maybe the first one with the UFOs you shoot down is fine, but the rest of these just suck. And yeah, you just keep following his rings until eventually you do it, but the problem is he moves erratically at times and it makes it a pain in the ass to get him, but luckily he shoots rings out of his ass at a very slow pace, so you won't really miss any. And that's the challenge, and then it just kind of randomly explodes out of fucking nowhere. Done.
Yes! That was close. The egg popped out just before the saucer crash landed.
Okay, so how did it work? How did it survive? I don't know. I don't care. These eggs are indestructible. That's Sarah. We're done with all these fucking speedways. We're leaving. Too fucking bad. Speedways are done. They're dead. No more speedways. Fuck you, Sparx. Actually, no. Don't fuck off yet, Sparx. Because we still need Sparx. Even though I fucking hate him, because he keeps screwing me up the fucking gems, and he keeps being an annoying little bitch in these fucking speedways when we leave, because he just wants to stick around and be a lazy cunt while I do all the fucking work. Even though it's kind of how it's always been, the piece of shit. We do need Sparx, because Sparx is actually playable in Spyro 3. And in order to start the game, we have to go through all of Sparx levels. Which is what we're doing in the next, and I hopefully believe, maybe final part. So, yeah. I will see you all next time for when we go and do all Sparx levels, which are, top view fucking shoot 'ems. Not even joking. It's like a sort of easy bullet hell experience almost. So, yeah. That's it. It's a fucking shmup in a way. You know, you move around though. You move out your freedom. But you just go around, you shoot some enemies, and that's it. But you play as Sparx, so that's nice. And you get stuff for this outside of an egg too, so yeah, next time we'll be doing all the Sparx levels. And we will finally 100% the game. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time as we go to these signs and play as Sparx for the first and only time in the games.